Imagine being 8 years old, waking up to footsteps in the dark, and realizing the person walking around your house isn't your mom, your dad, or anyone you know. This is the night an uninvited stranger walked straight into my room. When I was 8, I woke up to my parents arguing downstairs. I cracked my door open. I heard panic, fear, whispered yelling. Something was wrong. My mom suddenly looked up at me from the bottom of the stairs and said, "Go back to bed." Not angry, just scared. Minutes later, the front door slammed, and then silence. They were gone. I tried to sleep until I heard the door again. Footsteps. Slow. Heavy. No voices. I thought, oh, they're home again. I even convinced myself it was my older brother rummaging through the fridge at 2 a.m. But then, footsteps started coming up the stairs. Every step. Louder. Closer. Until they stopped right outside my bedroom door. My door opened, painfully slow, and in the darkness, I saw a shadow of a head staring at me from the doorway. I whispered every name I could think of. Chris? Mom? Dad? Who's there? The shadow didn't answer. It just quietly closed my door and walked away. My heart punched my chest, but I convinced myself it was Dad checking on me. But the voice I heard next changed everything. I walked downstairs, keeping the lights off. There, in the middle of the kitchen, stood a tall figure. I whispered, "Dad?" And a voice deeper than anything I'd ever heard said, "Go back upstairs." I sprinted straight up the stairs, straight into my bed, straight under the covers. And then, minutes later, the real front door opened. My parents came home. They had been at the hospital the entire time. My brother had been in a car accident. I asked, shaking, "Dad, did you come into my room earlier?" He said, "No, we've been gone for hours." My mom froze. My dad grabbed his gun, and I realized I wasn't alone in the house. Someone else had been walking around, someone who opened my door, someone who told me to go back upstairs, a complete stranger, in the dark, in my house, while I slept. If your front door was left unlocked, and someone walked inside, what would you do? Tell me in the comments.